The following broadcast has been created by some dude named Ayat.
In about 5 minutes.
I don't talk about wrestling much on this channel because my audience doesn't really come for it, but it's no secret that I've been at least an avid fan of it over the years. One thing I like about wrestling in terms of storylines is the standard invasion angle. It's one of the most intriguing things that can be done in wrestling, yet one of the easiest things to get wrong as well. Over the years, there have been plenty of memorable invasion angles for all the right and wrong reasons. For example, there was the Nexus in 2010, there was Aces and Eights in 2012, and NXT's brief main roster invasion in 2019, just to name a few. Today, I want to talk about arguably the worst wrestling invasion angle of all time, an angle of which hasn't even concluded. It's still going on right now, and I recognize that, but I still want to talk about it. It's the Retribution angle. The Retribution angle is most likely the worst invasion angle I think I've ever seen. It's worse than the GFW invasion of TNA, it's worse than the last half of the Aces and Eights, and in my opinion it's definitely worse than the WCW-ECW invasion. Why do I think it's so bad? Well, from start to where we are now, I think WWE's just had no idea how to book it. Everything's just been on a whim. This whole mess started when it got leaked that there would be a new faction, otherwise known as a group of wrestlers aligned together, that would be coming to Raw one night. WWE then thought to advertise it, which felt weird at first, but it would be detrimental in hindsight to the angle as a whole. That very night, multiple masked people wrecked something outside WWE Raw Arena, and used Molotovs. How odd. The Friday after on SmackDown, they invaded by attacking commentators, fans, and the ring at the end of the show. It was a bit of a forgettable segment until one of the masked men brought in a fucking chainsaw. From week 1, the angle saw multiple problems, such as the masked invaders in question seemingly getting free advertisement from the product that they were looking to destroy. That, and the fact that WWE had no idea who'd be in the faction, so they just used a lot of extras, and most of them were short, so fans couldn't take them seriously. They would mitigate this problem by simply adding more masked people. I guess that's one way to deal with it. So then they flounder around for a few weeks, disrupting the show by breaking windows and occasionally attacking the wrestlers, to mixed success. Barely anyone can buy into it. We learned that these mass assailants want nothing more than to disrupt the status quo to WWE because they were being mistreated. It's all mediocre, but it's nothing too insulting to the average fan's intelligence. And then, this week, WWE just kinda forgot it was supposed to be an invasion angle. For whatever reason, Retribution just stopped showing up on SmackDown. Then, the masked people start speaking, and everything starts to fall apart. They gain new masks that make them look like goons for Bane. The main components of the group are a bunch of NXT developmental wrestlers such as Mia Yim, Mercedes Martinez, Dio Madden, Dominik Dijakovic, and Shane Thorne. Guys who, aside from Dio, haven't even been mistreated on the main roster, which kinda negates the whole motive for the group. The production trucks, for whatever reason, have graphics with their name on them, like every other star there. Then, it's revealed that Retribution were signed to Raw. Yeah, the invaders that just so happen to want to destroy our company? Fuck it, sign them to Raw, pay them to ruin the product, what could go wrong? It gets worse. Somehow, it gets worse. 3 of the Retribution members got their name changed. This wouldn't be that bad of a change if the new names didn't sound like something out of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. So get this. Shane Thorne is now Slapjack, Dijakovic is now T-Bar, and Dio Madden is now Mace. Slapjack, T-Bar, and Mace. Slapjack, T-Bar, and Mace. Imagine that you're a grown man. Your tag partner was released years ago. You're trying to make it on your own as a singles competitor. You get lost in the shuffle and you're offered this huge storyline that might not pay off, but you have to willingly change your name to Slapjack. I can't wait to see what they call Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. The names revealed so far are based off of weapons, so I hope they don't call Mia and Mercedes fucking Bayonet and Javelin, or Taser and Turret. Although, those are better names than Slapjack. Now, I'm fully aware that this could change and the creative team might actually turn it all around somehow, but for right now, in this moment, I believe that the Retribution angle is the worst angle on Raw today, the worst angle on WWE right now, and undoubtedly the worst invasion angle I've ever seen. I hope everyone involved in the stable can bounce back from this, but I'm not entirely sure if that's likely.
In about 5 minutes.
The preceding content has been created by some dude named Ayat.